Welcome back, everyone. You know, it's that time of year where we start thinking New Year's resolutions. Well, here to help us with that is Erin Moran Wiley from the Willow Center. So welcome, Erin.
Good morning, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, so New Year's resolutions, we all pretend like we're going to make them and keep them.
Right. Yes, lots of people make them and most people do not keep them. I mean, I think New Year's and the week before New Year's, right after Christmas, is such a great time for us to really pause and reflect. I think it's so analogous to the season. Everything's cold and shut down and you can't go anywhere and there's nothing to do. So in some ways, this is truly my favorite time of year, even though I'm not a big fan of winter, because I love that week in between Christmas and New Year's Eve where you really have a chance to kind of like clean out your home, visit family, make some decisions, and thoughtfully reflect on what the past year was like for you and what you want to keep from last year, and then what things you might want to change as you move into the future.
Yeah, I like that. It's just that opportunity to really reflect and, you know, just kind of take what's good and keep it, and then what's bad, toss it out the window and maybe make it better.
Absolutely. If we're talking about making goals, we want to be able to have goals that are something we can actually do. So instead of saying, I want to lose 30 pounds, we could say instead, I resolve to walk 2 miles every day on my treadmill. That you can control. So choosing smart goals, goals that you can actually track and things that are doable is important. I did bring a prop because I think this is important and I want to show you and your viewers something I did this past year, which is I hung this calendar up in my bathroom, and every night before I went to bed, I wrote down my highlight for the day, what I was grateful for, and because, and only because, it was right in front of my face every day, I stuck to it and did it every single day for a whole year. But that is my best tip right now. I'm getting another calendar just like this, and I'm going to be tracking my steps and how much time I spend on social media, because those are things we can control.
I like that. I love the fact that you just actually take paper to pen and just write down. I think that when you physically or you can just visually see something, it kind of makes it real.
It's true. Listen, these kids today can make fun of us Gen Xers and Boomers because we love paper and pen, but there is something about that concrete, right in front of you situation that if you see it, you will do it. So having goals that are written, sticky notes on your mirror, using dry erase pens on your mirror are all really good ways to remind yourself of what your goal is. And then just keeping track of it in a day planner or a journal. And then monthly reviewing those goals is a way more likely way that you're going to actually achieve what it is you're setting out to change for the year.
Yeah, it's amazing advice on that one. But I do have a question for you. I know that the losing weight is always the typical, you know, big New Year's resolution thing. Is there anything that you can recommend for everybody? Just, you know, I don't know if it's like one of those things that you recommend for people, like taking more time for your family or for yourself, or what's the big one, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Unequivocally, people want to get their bodies in a better space. And I really think if I had any suggestion toward that end, I would say that if you can find any way to carve out 10 or 15 minutes in the morning and get up 15 minutes earlier, and literally, even if you just go stretch, what you are doing is you're making a commitment to become better attuned with your physical self. And so this is something I started doing about probably halfway through the year, where I get up 30 minutes early and I put on some soft music and I just stretch. And it's a way that that is meditative. It's good for your mind, but it also gets you better in tune with how you feel about your body. And I think that sets you up for the future to continue to make really smart, healthy eating and movement choices as you move through the year. I also want to make sure that I do say one thing, Chris, that I just thought of, which is my practice is opening a location in Findlay this year, and I want to make sure your people know because it's much closer for them.
All right, fantastic. And Erin, thank you so much for coming on today. Always giving that wonderful, perfect advice. I really appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for having me, Chris.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.